Hi again. This lesson is on the cycle of fourths. Before we start, make sure that you look at the bottom of the video and download the PDF that's attached so that you can follow along with the lesson. I would call the cycle of fourths a very important organizational tool, organizational principle in music. And if you've ever played a blues in A, you play a blues in A, what's the second chord? The blues, it plays a D for its second chord, then it goes back to A. Well, A to D is a fourth, as I'll explain. And so A chords go to D chords, just generally. It's almost like musical gravity. It's important that we think in terms of the cycle of fourths in our practice routines and in our understanding as we're studying theory and many other areas. I'd like to help you memorize the cycle of fourths before we begin. It's going to sound kind of daunting, but it goes like this. C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B, E, A, D, G, C. So how are you going to memorize that? I want you to think about the word bead, like beads around your neck, B-E-A-D, and think in terms of B-E-A-D, and on another point in the cycle, it's going to come up B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, but still bead. So C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B, E, A, D, G, C. Write it down and keep reciting it until you have it memorized. It's very important. The cycle of fourths can be used to help you learn the names of the notes on your instrument. I think that every guitar player should know the names of all the notes on their instrument. But the way that I would study that is, at first I would make sure that I know it on the 6th string, and I would make sure that I know it on the 5th string, because most of our chord roots are on those two strings. Here's how I'd like you to study. I'd like you to say the name of the note out loud just before you play it. Now, this will take some doing, and it will not be natural to you at first, but it's the best way to do it, because you get your brain in front of your hands and you keep it there when you do it that way. I'd like to demonstrate. C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B, E, A, D, G, C. I just played the cycle of fourths on the 6th string, and we all should do the cycle of fourths on the 5th string also. I'd like to demonstrate that. C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B, E, A, D, G, C. Most lessons after this one are going to involve chords, scales, and that sort of thing, but whatever we do, we're going to do those chords and do those scales in the order of the cycle of fourths. If you continue to study, you'll learn all the notes on all the strings. But if you just learn the 6th string and the 5th string, remember that the 1st string is also an E string, just like the 6th string is. And so, of course, these are both C's and these are both F's. So if you learn the cycle of fourths to the extent that I'm asking that you do, you'll know half the guitar already. You know 3 of the 6 strings. You'll be well on your way. I'd like to thank you for visiting the channel, and make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can keep up with this and the other lessons.